All right, guys, so glad that you are with us on Youth Pastor Reacts. I've got my main man Isaac right here with me.
What's going on, peoples?
Yeah, we just had a great time at our youth meeting on Wednesday night here at the church, and we're hoping to dive into some more of the Word and some analysis about a song that I'm not terribly familiar with. Isaac, what are we looking at?
So we're listening to My Inheritance by Cory Asbury.
All right. So yeah, let's. I don't know much about. I know that he wrote the song. What was the song?
Reckless Love.
Reckless Love. Yes, Reckless Love. Now, that song went like insanely viral and got like hundreds of millions of views online. And so this guy really knows his stuff as far as music is concerned, and is a very anointed artist.
Yeah.
But I'm not terribly familiar with what we're looking at and what we're listening to tonight.
It's about to be fire.
Fire.
That's what all the young kids are saying today.
That's terrible. Fire. Yeah. All right. Isaac, what are we doing tonight?
We're listening to My Inheritance by Cory Asbury.
Not sure I know this one. Okay, you want to dive right in? See what we can do?
Let's jump right in.
Jump right in. Oh, the dobro's amazing.
I knew he loved his whiskey, I knew he loved his wine, but I was never quite sure if he loved me, and I always wondered why I didn't want his money. Lord knows he didn't have much. Maybe this guitar he gave me was his. I believe in you, son. I didn't get forgiveness for the smallest of things, but I got who he was and who I didn't want to be. And God, I'm thankful for the beauty in the mess. I wouldn't be the man I am today, I guess. That's my inheritance.
Let's give him
I
a
got
minute to
chills.
digest.
Oh, man. Straight up got chills just then.
It's heavy.
That is, oh, dude, you can see, I'm like, ooh.
He's got the chili bumps.
Oh, wow. So this really, really hits home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lost dad when, actually at the height of the COVID epidemic. In our county, he was the third one that we lost in this area to COVID, and I miss him every single stinking day, man. Man. So we got there's a lot to talk about here, man, and man, that makes me miss Dad. That makes me miss Dad a lot, dude. I can already tell the direction this song is going. It being My Inheritance. There's a huge overtone of a real somber feeling, but also a feeling of a real heaviness, and I can't wait to see what this thing's getting ready to get into, man. Because the sound,
Right.
The sound is where it's at.
Great. It's great. I knew you'd appreciate that.
The sound makes the song.
It does. I agree.
Wow, that is good. I can't wait to hear the rest of this thing. Let's see what we got.
All right, let's get into it.
There ain't much of nothing that I didn't try. Looking for love in every wrong place didn't make it right. I hurt a lot of people who's hurt people hurt. And saying sorry when you're not sorry, man, it never works. I didn't get forgiveness for the smallest of things, but I got who he was and who I didn't want to be. God, I'm thankful for the beauty in the mess.
inheritance, we think about something that is that's left to us.
That's handed down.
That's handed. Yeah, that's a good word. That's handed down to us as as a generational or a generation to generation gift.
Yeah.
Sometimes people give good gifts.
Yeah.
And sometimes people
Not
give
so much.
not so much good gifts. So the very first of the song points to a dad that probably never said, I care about you, I love
you, I'm proud of you.
And, never gave him the affirmation that I'm just going to shoot straight forward.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I'll long for sometimes. But the whole thing is the fact that even though that we've got an inheritance, we have the ability as believers to go beyond our inheritance.
Yeah, that's good.
To go beyond what's been handed to us and to do more.
Yeah.
So, man, this really speaks volumes, dude. It really. I don't want to get caught up too much in just mumbling, but man, that is rich. Let's hear the rest of the thing. What do you got on it?
I can't really say anything he hasn't said. It's heavy. It definitely hits home, and the sound is fantastic. It really,
it's beautiful,
like you said, the dobro and just that smooth country sound really fits
Rich.
the song. And you don't really hear that pretty often, like with most Christian artists. So it's kind of cool to hear a little mix up with it and get that old sound into new music.
Yeah.
So you ready to get back into
Do
it?
it.
All right, let's go.
I ran like hell to Jesus, didn't know what else to do. Showed me his hands and he said, son, I did this for you. And you'll be a daddy like you never knew. 'Cause I take broken things and make them new. And I got forgiveness for the smallest of things. And I got who he was and who I wanted to be. And God, I'm thankful you saw beauty in this man that made me the man I am today. I guess that's my inheritance. That's my inheritance.
Oh man.
I just want to say he's obviously never heard this before. I've heard this several times and I'm still covered in goosebumps for that. That last part gets me every time. I'm sitting in the car crying like every time I hear it.
Dude. Okay, so the beauty of our let's back up 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're handed things when we're young, as we watch mom and dad or aunt and uncle, grandma, grandpa, whoever our role models are, and we all have them to some degree. But we watch those people, and those are the people that make us, or those are the people that we pattern our actions from.
Sure.
And even in the song here, he goes and says that I watched my dad, and I watched him do things, and then when I grew up, I did much the same thing.
Did the same thing.
Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So as he grew, I get the feeling he kind of realized, hey, I can't do this thing on my own.
Yeah.
I can't make this work. Even the best that I can do is not going to be good enough. And that's the same thing for all of us. That's the same thing for you and me, and for those who have may have caused us pain in the past. Those who may have struggled to show us love and affection. Many times, I get the feeling, having grown up in these old mountains, sometimes these old folks were just doing the best that they possibly could at the time.
Yeah.
Now, was it the right thing? Most of the time, not. No. But at the same time, we have to realize the fact that we're not such products of our environment that we can't make it better.
Yeah, that's good.
And the only way that I feel like that I can make it better is through and by Jesus.
Yeah, amen.
And even the word that he got from the Lord, as he was witnessing in this song, said that he ran like hell to Jesus.
I love that.
And that was, man, that speaks volumes in and of itself. Running like hell, running from hell, ever how you want to say it at this point.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But don't get to the point, or let's back up again. When you get to the point to where you finally realize, hey, I can't do this thing on my own. I can't make it work.
Yeah.
So many of us have been taught from the time that we were real little on up is that there's a God in heaven, that he loves you very much, but we don't get that until we finally get to rock bottom, and until we finally strike the bottom to the point to where all we can see is up, and we say, I realize now what the old timers were talking about.
Yeah. So
let me try Jesus.
That's good.
And the beautiful thing is the fact that even though that you might have made a mess out of things to begin with, he takes our mess, our brokenness, our hard-heartedness, and it was one of the prophets that said that I'm going to take out of you the heart of stone and put into you a heart of flesh. So that all that hardness that you've experienced, all that hardness that's made you who you are, the inheritance that you've received from those who have come before you, doesn't have to shape you to the point to where you can't change, to where you can't depend on God to lead you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Now that's where it's at.
Yeah.
So we are walking in darkness. We're walking in unforgiveness. We're walking in hardness. We're walking in all these things. But we have a God in heaven that loves us so much that he gave his only son. And man, I'm going to start preaching.
He's getting fired up.
Dude, that he gave his only son so that we can have life and so that we can have it more abundantly.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Absolutely. And you begin, dear God, you begin at that point in time to build a new inheritance for those who come after you. So praise be to God, we have a way out, a way of escape, and that way of escape is through Jesus Christ and what he did for us. My God.
Y'all about to see him run.
Good night in the morning, man.
He's about to go run here in a minute.
All right. What do you think, bro?
No, I think that was great. I love this song. I love Cory Asbury. If you guys haven't listened to Cory Asbury or have just heard a few songs, definitely worth getting to listen to. Hope you enjoyed it. Is there anything else you got to say?
Bro, yeah, no. So glad you joined us on Youth Pastor Reacts. I hope and pray that something that we've said or done would bring encouragement to you, or even lead you into knowing Jesus Christ as your own personal Savior. So I encourage you, if you don't know him, know him. There is no better way in this life than to know Jesus Christ.
Amen.
So close us out, bro.
So give us a like. Give us a subscribe. And if you guys have any songs that you would like for us to react to, please leave it in the comments, and I promise that I will check it out. And I will run it by him because he never knows until we just do it. So we thank you guys. We love you guys. God bless you guys.
Fantastic.